A very good morning mtazamaji wa Mizpah TV, na karibu kwenye kipindi ukipendacho cha Nuru ya Asubuhi. Leo ikiwa ni siku ya Jumatatu, ni siku ambayo sisi hukuletea maswala yanayohusu pesa, biashara. Yes, nikisema karibu sana mtazamaji, manake unajua as long as we live, as long as tunaishi, ni vizuri sana wakati tunafikiria maswala ya biashara, maswala ya vile tutafanya kazi na tuweze kupata pesa, kwa sababu pesa wanasema ni sabuni ya roho, na ni ukweli. Kama hakuna pesa maisha sio mzuri sana. That is why we've said Monday inakuwa ni maswala ya, tunaongelea maswala ya pesa, biashara. Yes, karibu sana mtazamaji, nikitumai ya kwamba uko salama mahali popote ulipo. Sisi tunazo sababu zote za kumshukuru Mungu. Weekendi sijui yako imekuwa vipi, lakini mimi pangu nimekuwa na weekend njema. Nashukuru Mungu sana sana sana. Nikitumai ya kwamba hata wewe uko salama mahali popote ulipo. Kila unapoamka asubuhi mimi usema, ikiwezekana amka kabla jogoo kupiga mswaki na umwambie Mungu asante kwa sababu ya kukuamsha. Asante kwa sababu ya uhai. Yes, yangu majina ni Rubani Joseph Karanja. Nilipewa majukumu ya kuwa rubani kwenye kipindi hiki cha Nuru ya Asubuhi, na niko na mwenzangu ambaye ni naibu rubani kwa siku ya leo. Binti wa Kiafrika aliyeumbwa kaumbika, rangi yake pia chemsha kunde kisha mwaga maji yake. Angie, good morning.
Good morning.
You are good?
Yeah, I'm good. And you?
I am fine.
Yesterday was on a Sunday. Ulienda kanisa?
Sikuenda.
Kwa nini?
Niko na sababu zangu.
Uko na sababu?
Sema kwa TV.
But you're well?
Yes, I'm well.
Okay, I'm also well. Good morning, mpendwa mtazamaji. How are you doing this beautiful morning? I'm so glad that you have created your time to make sure that you tune in here at Money Monday. Well, my name is Angela Kabete. Stay tuned because we have a lot of great things for you. MC Joseph?
Nah, I'm sorry because this morning I've woken up. You see, the reason why I tell God asante kila asubuhi ninapoamka, the reason why I tell God thank you. You see, we take it for granted that tumeamka asubuhi.
Yeah.
But that's reason enough reason to tell God asante.
Yeah, true.
I've woken up in the morning just to see kwa program, just to see to see a message. Tuko na group tunakuaga na MCs Association of Nakuru. We are 11 MCs wenye tumekuja pamoja, but we also have a plan of nurturing many, ama sasa kuunganisha wengi zaidi, but we had to be a pillar that enye haitakuwa shaked, because kazi ya MC Angie huenda siku moja jenzi wanakuja wanatupush. The new blood is pushing the old blood. Na sisi tunakubali. Lakini tutakubali tuende wapi? We need to have our own investments. Tuko na investments zetu zile tunafanya as a team of MCs. But the sad news leo ni ati my brother, who is also a mentor to me, ameni mentor kiasi. If you came to the lounge, my book lounge, he was there, the mnono. He lost his wife this morning. Amepoteza mke wake. Mama Eugene, may her soul rest in peace. Mama Eugene amepass leo asubuhi, and I've talked to my brother Keoria, mwenye ameniambia saizi asubuhi ndio ametoka kwa morgue. So it's something that has happened this morning. She was okay until this morning. Sasa ndio nasema, when you wake up in the morning, you have all the reasons to say thank you. So to Keoria's family, Keoria, aitwa James Keoria Nandwa, pole sana, my brother, and we are together in this.
Yeah, it's true.
So hatuanzi kipindi kabla hatujaomba idhini na kibali kutoka kwa Mwenyezi Mungu. Tuamini na tuombe. Mungu Baba, tunakuja mbele zako asubuhi ya leo. Jehova, tunalihimidi na hata kulinua jina lako. Tunasema ni asante. Weekend yote Baba umekuwa nasi. Hatuchukui likiwa jambo la kawaida kwamba Mungu sisi tumekuwa baadhi ya wale ambao tumefanikiwa kuiona siku ya leo. Tunasema ni asante. Na mkabidhi mtazamaji wetu mbele zako. Ninamuombea yote ambaye yuko na matatizo. Baba mkumbuke ndugu yangu Kehoria ambaye amempoteza mke wake siku ya leo. Tunaomba Baba uzidi kufariji familia hiyo katika jina takatifu la Yesu. Mungu, ninaomba kipindi hiki cha Nuru ya Asubuhi tunapoanza uwe nasi mwanzo, katikati na hadi tamati, na ni katika jina la Yesu tumeomba na kuamini.
Amen.
Amen, amen, amen.
Amen.
Na tukiwa hapo tuwazidi kumwomba Mwenyezi Mungu atujalie haya mambo matatu: atupe kichwa kenye ubongo wa hekima, mdomo wenye maneno ya ufasaha, na hata kifua chenye moyo wa ujasiri. Atujalie uweledi, ukwasi na hata umahiri wa lugha. Na kwako wewe mtazamaji, mimi nakuombea Mungu akusaidie kusafiri safari ya kujisaka na hata kujitafuta, na ili ujue asili yako, ugundue ya kwamba wewe ni wewe halisi, bali sio ganda la mua wa jana. Mwenyezi Mungu akushibishe na imani, akupe utajiri wa subira, na hata akuondolee kiburi cha dunia. Tuandamane na wewe hadi tamati, na ili uweze kumakinika. Quote for the day.
And I read, the wise adapt themselves to circumstances as water molds itself to the pitcher. The wise adapt themselves to circumstances as water molds itself to the pitcher.
Nilijaribu kuangalia hiyo msemo. Nikaona inasema wenye hekima.
The wise adapt themselves to circumstances as water molds itself to the pitcher.
Who is the pitcher? Umeshikaje?
Mimi. So see, I think it's just explaining that the wise adapt. Wenye hekima, you know, sometimes
matukio, unaona, kwenye matukio mtu mwenye hekima yeye huingiana na matukio ambayo yanatokea.
Yeah, anything that happens.
Kwa sababu kuna matukio mengi sana yanatokea.
Yeah, it's true.
Kwa mfano tuseme serikali yetu ama taifa letu linaongozwa na wanasiasa. Na wanasiasa ndio wengi.
Yeah.
Na wanasiasa hutuletea matukio mbalimbali.
Yeah.
Leo hii unasikia ya kwamba kuna tukio fulani limetendeka na linatendwa kwa sababu ya wanasiasa. Ama tutoke kwa wanasiasa, let's go to things like COVID. Wakati COVID ilitoka, mtu ambaye ni mjanja, mtu ambaye ni ana hekima, mtu wa hekima, wakati COVID ilitokea, kuna watu walitumia hekima na wakasurvive kwa hiyo COVID.
Yeah,
Mungu alitulinda tusipate. Na kukawa tunafungiwa, quarantine ilikuwa, kulikuwa kuna, unaona, lakini kuna watu ambao kwa hekima walijiingisha tu kwa hii kitu. Wengine tulinyimu, kazi zilikwisha, na nakumbuka vizuri. Na nikupe mfano kama mimi, kazi yangu iliafektiwa pakubwa, iliadhirika pakubwa.
Yeah,
because me am an MC, I eat events. Mimi ukula kwa events.
Yeah.
Na wakati ninaambiwa nitakula kwa event na kazi imeisha, you can imagine what happened. Sasa hekima yangu mali ilinituma, nilijua I must interact with people. And that is when I started writing mashairi. Na mashairi yangu ikawa naipea title The Unsung Heroes. Na kwa The Unsung Heroes, Anji, mimi niliweza kutia fora sana kwenye mitandao. Na nakumbuka hata kuna jamaa mmoja, baada ya mimi kuandika, kuna jamaa mmoja nilimwandikia shairi, yuaitwa Narendra Guru. Narendra Guru ni director ama MD wa Dafki Group of Companies, ambayo imeshikanisha kuna Mabati, kuna Simba Cement. Huyo jamaa ni tajiri sana. Na baada ya kufanyia shairi alishukuru, na nikapata ujumbe wa pesa mzuri kutoka kwake, ambayo ilinisukuma. Nilipata watu kama akina Ngirichi, Mheshimiwa Ngirichi, niliweza kuandikia mashairi na wakaweza kurespond kwangu. They called me directly. Watu wengi, yani hiyo ndio hekima ambayo niliweza kutumia. So ni vizuri tukio lolote likikuja unaweza kujiingizanisha na
in adapting.
Yes.
Adapting to the circumstances.
That's the quote of the day. Let's have the verse of the day.
And the verse I read that comes from Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is of God, and what is good, acceptable, and perfect. MC Joseph, what is good, acceptable, and perfect? I think, according to me, these talks, that is people to not to be conformed to the things of this world, and not only the things of the world, just say, even corruption itself in our country is true. Things like theft, lying, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. That is testing, that you may discern what is good and what is of God. You know, when you have the word of God in you, it helps you to understand some things. So unajikuta everything that you do out there is godly. Things that are happening maybe in our government, if our leaders have the word of God in them, MC Joseph, they will know what is good and what is right. And that is the quote of the day. Anything to add on that?
That's
I mean
verse.
the verse.
Yes.
The verse. Anything to add on that?
Not really. And I think it's all hiyo kuadapt to. Kila mtu akiadapt kwa mambo mazuri.
Yeah.
And in everything you are doing, you include your God.
Yeah.
Uweke Mungu wako kwa kila kitu ambacho unafanya, because tunaishi maisha ngumu. If you look at our children, if you count stages za watoto, mahali wanaenda wanapita, we are surrounded na vitu mbaya sana.
Yeah, it's true.
Tuko surrounded at your age. Ukianza angalia the way you pray, na bado unapataga attacks. Ask yourself, na kwenye hawaombi?
Hey, I know. Na kwenye waombi.
Uko yani shetani aliingia na akakaa hata anaga stress, ana shughuli na hata hawasumbuani.
And he's comfortable. The devil is comfortable there.
There, because
Yeah.
that is why you find in our small age. Na unajua kwa small age, I realized that kwa small age, hapo ndipo watu hutumika sana.
Yeah, it's
both by God na by
the devil himself, yeah.
If you look at Mary, Mary wa Yesu, aliambiwa 15 years.
Yeah.
Can you imagine 15 years? Alikuwa tini, alikuwa tini kasichana kadogo hiyo time.
Imagine.
Na ndio alitumika.
Yeah.
Look at people like kina David. David
They were
akiwa
young.
Goliath, hiyo
Yeah.
ilikuwa ni war. Si war kidogo, hiyo ilikuwa ni war ya kimataifa.
Yeah, it's true.
And he is there 19 years old akifanya hivyo. Kuna watu wenye walikuja akina Daniel, they were very young.
Yeah.
So kwani Mungu nadhani alichange kutotumia young people? Even right now God can use the young people.
Yeah, it's true, to bring change and impact. You know?
And change and impact. Lakini sasa shida ni ati even the devil himself is there using the young people.
Yeah.
Na ndio sasa tunakuta unapata tuko na wisdom mara mbili. Kuko na wisdom ya Mungu na wisdom ya devil. So our young people saile, na hizi zote unajua zinapingwa na nini? If you go and ukiona kwa zile ukienda kwa mganga, siku moja enda kwa mganga. Mimi nilishaenda kwa mganga.
You've ever tried?
Yes, I went, nenda kwa mganga, lakini
hiyo time ulikuwa umeokoka?
Ulikuwa
umeokoka?
Wewe acha kuanza kuniuliza
maswali. No, but I'm being honest.
Wewe acha nikupee venye nilienda kwa mganga. Venye niliingia hivi nikakuta ni classmate wangu wa secondary. So tukacheka tukakula hiyo kuku yenye ilikuwa imeletwa na huyo mwingi. Huyo mwingine mwenye alikuwa ameleta kuku. So tulicheka sisi wawili tukakula hiyo kuku. So as what I was telling you, if you go to those dark spirits, they do a lot of sacrifice. Unanipata? Wamejua siri. Wakati wana sacrifice kwa shetani, nguvu hushuka.
Yeah, it's true.
Sasa saidi yetu, we don't sacrifice.
Yeah, it's true.
Instead we criticize the sacrifice enye inatolewa.
Yeah.
Mganga akienda, wakati unasikia sijui mganga kutoka wapi, they get a lot of sacrifice from people.
Yeah, sure.
Watu wanapeleka vitu zao, unaitishwa kuku mweupe, unaitishwa sijui nini. Wakati kuku nyeusi. Umenielewa? Lakini wakati sisi tunakuja, mtu sacrifice, mhubiri akihubiri kuhusu sacrifice, akiwa insist kuambia you get powers out of sacrifice. You can sacrifice your vehicle, you can sacrifice your money kwa kanisa. We are there criticizing.
Yeah.
And yet kwa darkness, people are willing to take even their children,
yeah, even
their families.
I know. Ndio
wapate the nguvu. But we are here criticizing. Mimi kitu yenye napelekwa kanisa ipelekwe kabisa. Because it is godly to give sacrifice.
Yeah, sure.
Sasa our young people wakati wanatumika na hizi
njia mbili. Yeah, definitely.
Sasa uwezi niambia mtu amekuja kabisa, mimi kabisa nina notice huyu ni mtu ako na hekima lakini si hekima. Si hekima akili. Alafu niambie just because ni young people, I pity the Gen Z wenye wanataka kusimama kiti, wengine wanataka kusimama nini. I pity them because wanakuja na the word of Gen Z. Ati mimi nitachaguliwe cause mimi ni Gen Z. Can I tell you something? We will not vote for you. We will not vote for you because you are a Gen Z.
But you know, maybe just
I want a Gen Z. Skiliza, I want Gen Z equal added advantage.
Yeah, added advantage, but it's okay for them to come with that word Gen Z. It shows that even the young people can stand in leadership.
Let me tell you, in kwa Gen Z we have idiots. Kwa Gen Z we have dunderheads.
No, I'm saying
kwa Gen Z, no, I'm telling you, skiliza.
Yeah.
Nimesema come with your ideas and then let Gen Z ikue added advantage.
Added advantage, but they want to be part of the leadership.
Ndio nimesema ikue, it's an added advantage that I want to bring water, I want to bring, tell us the issue about health, tell us the issue about sports, tell us the issue about employment. After you tell us all that, wacha tuseme manze akili ya majenzi iko sawa.
Yeah, but just say
lakini huwezi kuja ati sera zako, sikiliza, sera zako nani Anji, huwezi kuja na sera zako, sikiliza, ati sera zako umekuja kwa watu, munichague kwa ajili mimi ni Gen Z.
Okay, as we wind up on that, listen, okay, me sititi Gen Z and I'm not supporting anything. I'm just being honest and realistic. Maybe there are gaps zenye umeona, just there is no way you can do something, you want to do something and you have not seen a gap. It's because you have seen a gap and you want to fill that gap. And maybe they have raised their grievances and that Azijakuwa worked on that. And that's why they want to be part of that. To bring change.
Angie, I want you to understand me. I'm not saying Gen Z wasisimame. In fact,
but you have said you will not vote for them.
Do you know why? The reason why I will not vote for them? Kwa sababu hajakuja ku fill the gap. Amekuja kuniambia mimi ni Gen Z, ni chakue.
A Gen Z who can bring change. And now as you wind up on that,
now you are talking the truth. You sasa uko kwa point. Umeshika?
No.
Point yangu ni nini? A Gen Z will bring a change.
Yeah, a Gen Z will bring a change.
Not just a Gen Z.
And now as we wind up on that, there's something that has been trending on social media. Let's check on that. A mother infant, that is Flavian Chepkemoi, said that the landlord sealed nyumba. Let me explain what happened. This lady hakuwa amelipa rent for 1 month. So akacha mtoto amelala kwa nyumba, akaenda nje. Maybe to do, I don't know, businesses, such kind of things. I don't know, maybe running her errands. Kurudi anapata the landlord ameseal nyumba, madirisha and everything. Na mtoto amelala kwa nyumba. What do you have to say on that? Is that fair?
Well, it will depend also. Okay, it's not fair. Lakini itategemea. Unajua kuna watu wasumbufu sana. Maybe hata hiyo si pesa ya 1 month. Maybe ni pesa ya miezi kadhaa. But kama ni pesa ya mwezi moja, landlord pia anafaswa kusikiliza.
Asikilize, but what he did was not human, you know.
Okay, did she know ama he knew that kuna mtoto kwa nyumba?
Just ignorance, alikuwa anajua.
Okay, that's not fair.
That's not fair.
Huyu anafaa afungue na achapwe na hiyo nyumba isilipwe mwaka mmoja.
That is your solution. If you are to be a judge, that is what you would say.
Achapwe, ifunguliwe, achapwe na asilipe hiyo nyumba isilipwe mwezi mmoja.
But personally I think kuna landlords wengine they don't consider some things. They're not fair at all. I don't know what's your take on that as our viewer. Maybe you can talk to us on 0799 200 100. That is our WhatsApp number to me. Do you think that's fair? Well, we are going for a short break, but we will be back with Money Monday, and today we'll be talking about business management. Maybe you're a business person out there, you're in the world of business, entrepreneurship, or you're aspiring person to become a business person. Make sure that you get to talk to us. Maybe you have questions when it comes to business management. We get to talk about that is strategic planning, financial management, and cash flow. And we get to talk about of marketing and sales, and we get to talk about risk management and compliance. Those are the important things when it comes to business management. So make sure that you stay tuned because we have a lot for you that you're going to learn today. Well, we'll be right back after the break. Stay tuned.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
Mizpah House of Prayer. A home for all people and denominations. A house of prayer, fasting, intercession, worship, and the prophetic word. Present pastoral care through daily fellowship services and private appointment is available. We have prayer cells and resting rooms for those who'd like to stay for a night, a week, a month, or for as long as you may need. We are located in Nakuru City, Bahati area, just 14 kilometers from Nakuru town along the Nakuru-Nyahururu highway. We are for everybody, for you, your family, the church, and the nations.
Karibu Dinari Sacco. Get a loan of up to 3 times your savings with low interest rates na flexible loan repayments. Register today as a chama, kama mwanabiashara ama for personal savings. Application process ni rahisi tu. Tuma just 500 bob kwa Paybill number 4100513. Account number ni ID yako. Our products include Dinari Jinue, Dinari Mashinani, Dinari Pamoja na Dinari Levitical. Call us now on 0746 365 690. Dinari Sacco. Save regularly, borrow wisely, and pay promptly.
We invite you to join our online family on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and on TikTok at Mizpah TV Kenya and Mizpah House of Prayer. And now we have great news. You can watch Mizpah TV anywhere on Twitch app, which is available on Google Play Store and Apple Store. For great inspiration in worship, word and prayer, and other entertaining and encouraging programs tailored for you. Welcome to our online family.
naamini tunapotafuta uso wa Bwana, makusudi ya Mungu yanashuka, ulinzi wa Mungu unashuka. Wakati unaanza kuomba, mbingu inakuwa attentive kwa maombi ya watakatifu. Mbingu inakuwa attentive kwa maombi ya kila yeyote aombaye kwa imani.
No matter where you are, no matter what you have gone through, you are still strong.
We are here to pray with you and for you.
For there is hope for a tree that is cut.
We are here to be a light and a beam of hope in your family and career life.
Join me, Pastor Peter Iregi,
Dennis Ole Jesus Kimani, every Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday,
6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
as we stand in the gap in prayer for you.
This is Beam of Hope,
where we keep hope alive.
Hello to you, praise Yahweh. I am Godwill Babete, and to get my song Egemeo as your skiza tune, go to your phone and text the word skiza, then leave space, then 5707805 and send to 811, and you will get it at only 1 shilling. God bless you and God keep you.
At Mizpah House of Prayer, we value collaboration. We've worked with many of you to make a positive impact. Why partner with us? When you stretch your hand towards a divine commission, you partake in the blessing of God towards you. When you team up with God, you become Team God. Join Team God today by calling us at 0727 766 553 to learn more. Together, we can keep the fire of the altar burning.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
Welcome back for this amazing segment that is Money Monday. This is your go-to show for financial tips, strategies to unlock your minds to build success and accumulate wealth. This is where you as an entrepreneur, as an investor, as a day-to-day go person, and you're aspiring to become a business person, an investor, this is the right place for you. And today we will be talking about business management, and on that business and companies are increasingly adopting the data-driven strategic planning, and this involves using of analytics to understand the market trends, consumer behavior, and competitive landscapes to make informed decisions. And insights say that businesses that use strategic planning are 12% most likely to succeed. And when it comes to financial management, strong financial management is crucial for businesses. So you're a business person out there, make sure that you have a strong management when it comes to finance, especially pale kwa cash flow. And 82% of businesses failure are due to poor cash flow. And that's why maybe you see a business out there, after 1 year, after 5 years, they have closed that business. Unajiuliza shida ni nini? It's because of business management. They don't have a good management when it comes to finance and cash flow. And when it comes to marketing and sales, digital marketing continues to dominate in our country. Outside our country, different places, digital marketing is dominating, and 65% of marketing budget are now located to digital channels. And Insight says that companies that personalize their marketing see a 6 to 10% increase in revenue. And when it comes to risk management and compliance, let's talk about risk management in businesses. Managing risk and compliance is crucial for businesses' sustainability. Companies with a strong risk management practices have a 25% lower chance of bankruptcy. And that's why today we are talking about business management when it comes to strategic planning, financial management, marketing and sales, and risk management. So you're a business person pale nje, you're a day-to-day person, and you're aspire to become a business person, you are an investor, this is the right place. And maybe you have questions for us, make sure that you get to talk to us on 0799 200 100. Maybe unataka kuanza kazi, ujui utaanza wapi, ujui how a business works, you don't know how a business functions, you don't know anything about business, especially pale kwa finance management. Make sure that you get to talk to us even on our digital platforms, that is at YouTube at Mizpah TV Kenya, Money Monday, and on our Facebook page at Mizpah TV Kenya, that is Money Monday. And today we have an amazing guest and a man full of wisdom who are going to learn from him, because he's going to take us through a wild experience when it comes to business management. So stay tuned. His name is Joseph Kiragu, the director of Stark Institute. Without further ado, allow me to introduce our guest to the show. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Happy New Year. Hata kama tuko February. Is it great to zimefade kweli?
No. The year is still young.
Still young.
We are ready to say Happy New Year.
Kwa hivyo nikikusalimia Happy New Year, you can respond Happy New Year.
Sure.
Thank you so much for availing yourself.
Yes.
For the show.
Thank you. It's an honor to be invited at Mizpah TV. It's an honor also that umekubali umeitika wito. Let me say this from myself and other entrepreneurs. We are always ready to share what we to share our experience, to share our success, our failures for other Kenyans. Not for play to, or not to fail where we failed, but to succeed probably even where we failed to succeed.
I love that. You know, many people don't love sharing their failures, but you say you share your failures. It's something amazing. And today we're talking about business management.
Yes.
And we're here to learn from you. And I would love us to answer things to do with strategic planning.
Okay.
And maybe we start on your personal level, and you give your take on what is the most important things to consider when starting a business. Maybe kuna mtu mwenye hajaanza kazi pale nje, you know, and that person is aspiring to become a business person. What should that person consider?
Okay, when you are planning to start a business, one of the things, there are several things that you need to put into consideration. One is why the business.
Oh, the why.
Yes. Majority of businesses which are started and succeed are those which are driven by passion.
Passion.
When you are passionate about something, you are bound to go beyond the normal kind of struggle to make that thing succeed. We also have some people who will go into business because of they want to make money or they want to make profit. Sometimes others will do business or they will plan to start businesses because they have a friend who have done the same and have succeeded. But it's funny, businesses are very funny. You might find a business succeeding here in Meirikumi, but you take it to Heshima, it doesn't succeed. So there are quite a number of things to consider, and I think on that, strategic management become a very crucial thing to consider. Yes.
Okay, you said that watu wengi huingia kwa biashara because they want money. I know money should be part of, I want to start this business because I want to make money.
Yes.
But should that be the main thing that drives that business?
No. I have said, and actually that is one of the challenges of quite a number of startups in our country. You realize that some people are able to get the money we are talking about. It is also equally easy to acquire credit in our current Kenya. But because of lack of proper planning, proper planning, proper projection, or poor business literacy, you realize that many businesses are started at after about 2-3 years, they are just wound up.
And now talking of business literacy, does this mean that even a day-to-day person before anze biashara pale nje, lazima kuna business literacy anafaa kukuwa nayo?
There is what we call basic, and part of this, the business literacy I'm talking about, does not entirely mean going to class.
Oh.
There are the do's or the rule of thumb for every business. If you want to do business, you have to, the investment aspect has to be lower than the outcome. It is, let's say you invest 100 shilling in your business. If the 100 shilling is what you are investing today, tomorrow, at the output, maybe you invest 100 today, tomorrow you get 90. The other day, you are starting balance is 90, the closing balance is 80. At the end of the day, that business will come to a halt and it will just collapse. But once you sit, before you embark into a business journey, you sit down, you plan, you get to know, well, maybe my business, the business capital required is, let's say, 200,000. Then you also have to sit down and have the planning of the unseen part of the business. There is that lag phase of the business, the time people are getting to know your business, to know about your presence, your business, and stuff like that.
And
so you have to plan and project during this time when the business is trying to establish itself. How well am I going to ensure that I am afloat or my business is afloat? The other thing is things to do with things like the social capital. You might, when I talk of the social capital, you need for your business to thrive, the people you are working with.
So social capital plays in a business that is starting.
It also plays a lot, because if it's a business whereby we are three, maybe I'm the boss, and yourself and another person are my co-workers. If we are all not pulling towards the same direction, things will not work. Then the dream, or where do we want to go? If that is not clear, at some point we will lag behind.
And now talking, or you've mentioned something to do with the dream. How can small businesses set, you know, realistic and achievable goals? Do you know, what was he feel like demotivated even if that business doesn't give the returns immediately?
What I will say, there are two things when it comes to business, and especially the many startups, which could be good or which could be there to help our majority of our youth in our country who are unemployed right now. One of the way out to starting a business, once you have a dream, walk the dream, irrespective of what you have at hand. Walk the dream. I am really, and I think this whole business of, this whole idea of doing business or achieving something, it is as old as the Bible, or as old as religion is. In the Bible, I remember, or there is that verse or an explanation whereby when God talked to Moses, he asked Moses, what do you have in your hands, or on your hands? And Moses said, with me, I have the walking stick. So use what you have. Use what you have. Use what you have to start off your business. It could be an idea. You have a family. If you are, let's say it's a young family, the husband, the wife, the man has the passion to start a shop. Make it your business. You start the shop, then let the wife be allowed to give hand maybe when you are going for stocks. And what about the businesses that have been running? Maybe a business ilikuwa pale nje for 2 years, and then all of a sudden something happens. The business is no longer productive when ilikuwa productive maybe the way ikianza. What do you have to say on that? On that one, I wouldn't say there is a magic bullet which you apply this and all the businesses thrive or get back to life. No, it depends with the kind of business that you are doing. An example, if you are doing business which can be affected by a government policy, you have to always align your business with the policies of the day. A case in point is, let me say, sometimes back, cybers were doing so well. Cybers were doing well in terms of like photocopying business was some years back was a good job. Yeah, it was a good job. But right now, those people who had cyber cafe with photocopiers had never invested in computer and internet. Oh yeah. Now they are being faced off. Yeah, it's true. Off business because of changing technology. Yeah, it's true. But some years back, people would go to a cyber, photocopy some document, take to the chief for maybe for approval or things like that. Yeah. Nowadays, you no longer go to the cyber for photocopying business, but you go there for uploading, having your documents scanned and uploaded to the online platforms. And now, does this bring us to that point that businesses should adapt to what is happening? Yes. Okay, that's nice. And now let's dive a little bit into financial management when it comes to businesses, specifically to businesses. And now I would love us to look at the side of entrepreneurship. How can entrepreneurs manage cash flow effectively? Because I believe cash flow inakuanga challenge, and that's why sometimes unapata kuna businesses zinafungwa because there's poor management when it comes to the cash flow. That is very true. Yeah. As you have said, the financial discipline is a very critical thing in business matters. If you don't know how to align your money flow or align your expenditure versus your income, definitely there is no way that you are going to succeed. Can you tell us a little bit on that, aligning your expenditure versus your income? What you do, you, as I said, from the word go, the first thing you do is you need to have an idea of my business is, let's say, let me talk of like a goods business, whereby you are buying things in the morning, my starting capital for this business is 100,000. And I expecting the sales and the profit margins, maybe the much I can make is about from 100,000 I make 120,000. Now you need to know, how do you manage this 20,000, the 20,000 that you are making? You need to factor in your expenditure in terms of, if you are the one running the business, you need to have to employ yourself and say, for me to do this business, I am worth 100 shilling or 500 shilling in a day. And you ensure that maybe you can decide to be paying yourself on weekly basis or on monthly basis, depending on the level at which your business is at. Then we also have things like you find that if you are talking of a shop, the family needs or the family expenditure or the family usage in terms of food stuff and things like that. Wakati mwingine unapata the husband will tell the wife, go and pick 2 kilograms of uga, kuja tupike. When you do it like that, that business is bound to fail.
It's bound to fail.
It will definitely fail.
But another thing, let me ask, I think this is something that you have also had. There are schools, unapata walimu, let me address the private sectors.
Yes.
Walimu walipwe.
Yes.
Could this be financial management, poor financial management?
It could be yes and no. It could be yes in some situations where things have not been well planned for. But it could also not be on the aspect that you find like unlike in private secondary school or primary schools, whereby the curriculum is like, we know we are teaching each subject and we need 5 or 8 teachers to do the same. You might find like in private colleges, we normally have, you could be having like 5 schools which are running, but you are still prospecting another one to run. So instead of employing the staffs strictly enough for the 5 schools, you have 1 or 2 extra who are trying to push for another, for the other school now to start. So at that, when this is being done, you might find that the amount available is slightly not measuring to the expected outcome. But that is the strategy used in either in private, like in private institutions, or even in companies which are planning to venture into new frontiers. At least there is normally that kind of an allocation, maybe for about 6 months. At some time, maybe it's on the 7th month, when small crisis might arise.
Yeah, but that should not affect, paying the workers.
Should, ideally, it should not. And in companies whereby there are good communication, that kind of information is made earlier, or that kind of clarity is made to the employees to understand we are here, but because in the next 2 years or 1 year we are supposed to be here, this is the strategy we have at hand.
And as we go before we go for a short break, because I think we have 2 minutes here, can you share with us, because in your area of work as a director, one common mistake that you have seen when it comes to financial management and cash flow?
Okay.
A common mistake that always happens.
Thank you. One common mistake which affects, like, I don't want to call it a startup. Okay, yeah, it is a startup in a way. It's a problem which can affect our business and can also affect startups. When a business which is still in its formative stages, or which is still yearning to grow more, there is that likelihood of overspending in investment, and at times you forget the recurrent expenditure. So at times you might find yourself, let's say, like a college, let's say we are planning to start a media school, and as we start on our day-to-day activities, we come across a person or a winding up studio, and they decide we are setting out this kind of goods. Worth maybe in marketplace, they are worth 500,000. But because this person is so blessed, bring 200, we are going to give you this equipment. You see, all through, the school has been having the idea of having a studio. And now, their budget was 500. But here comes someone who is giving a very nice deal of 200. In a situation like that, you might find funds getting diverted from the recurrent expenditure to an investment. Those kind of things are likely to happen. And they even happened in our institution. I may be at the very first years of our operation.
I love the way you're bringing out the example. They are very realistic and allow us to go for a short break. And now we have tackled things to do with strategic planning. When we come back, we're going to check a little bit of marketing and sales into business, operation management, get to check the human resource management, and get to check on the customer relation. Then we tackle the technology and innovation. Maybe you're out there, you have questions for us, get to talk to us on 0799 200 100 and on our social media platform, YouTube at Money and Monday, that is on Mizpah TV Kenya. We'll be right back after the break.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
Welcome to Mizpah House of Prayer, a space for all people and denominations, a house of prayer, fasting, worship, prophetic and pastoral guidance. We offer facilities such as prayer cells and resting rooms for short or extended stays. We're located in Bahati, Nakuru, just 14 kilometers from Nakuru town along the Nakuru-Nyahururu Highway. Welcome. We cannot wait to host you. We are here for you, your family, the church, and the nation.
No matter where you are, no matter what you have gone through, you are still strong.
We are here to pray with you and for you.
For there is hope for a tree that is cut.
We are here to be a light and a beam of hope in your family and career life.
Join me, Pastor Peter Iregi,
Dennis Ole Jesus Kimani, every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday,
6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
as we stand in the gap in prayer for you.
This is Beam of Hope,
where we keep hope alive.
At Mizpah House of Prayer, we value collaboration. We've worked with many of you to make a positive impact. Why partner with us? When you stretch your hand towards a divine commission, you partake in the blessing of God towards you. When you team up with God, you become Team God. Join Team God today by calling us at 0727 766 553 to learn more. Together, we can keep the fire of the altar burning.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
And welcome back for this amazing segment. This is Money Monday, and today we are talking about business management. You're a business person out there, you are aspiring to become a business person, you're an investor, you are an entrepreneur. This is the right place for you. And before we had went for the short break, tumeongelea that is strategic planning, financial management, and now we are going to talk about operation management when it comes to business. And I'm not alone. We are back with the guest. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much, Ajara.
And we want to talk we want to dive a little bit now. You've already started the business. We've talked about the startups, and now the business is there. Maybe for 2 months. It has been there for 2 months. Let's talk a little bit about operation management, and maybe you could give us the strategies that businesses that have been using, or startups zenye zimeanza and they have been there, that they can, strategies that they can use to improve business efficiency.
Okay, when we come to operational management, I said from the word go, you as a person, depending on the kind of business that you are starting, you need to analyze, or you need to categorize the activities that your business will require. If we talk of the goods business, you need to have someone who is delivering the goods, who is supplying the goods, who is attending the shop or attending the facility from morning to evening. In many cases, you find all those jobs are done by one person or the proprietor.
Yeah, it's true.
So it is upon him or her to run when the business is growing and try to either delegate, maybe the first step. The first step would be to delegate or to outsource the kind of jobs that he or she started to undertake when the business was still running. The same case also in the surface industry business. Then as you grow, as your business grows, you decide what to outsource and what not to. But at the end of the day, you ensure that you are the one overseeing the growth, because it's you who have the dream of the business, or you have the master plan of where you want your business to go. Yes.
And now talking your point here, knowing what to outsource and not knowing kitu yenye utachana nayo. You know, say things are very expensive, especially expensive in Kenya.
Yeah.
Prices may change, but even if that is affecting businesses, how can businesses ensure quality control and still customer satisfaction?
The keyword is you want success.
Yeah, you want success.
Now you should also always have always have a business that you aspire to to be like.
Oh.
Yeah, you always need to have a reference point. I would like my business to be like this.
Wow.
I would like, as much as this business is good, this idea they did here, I wouldn't wish to follow that path. Also, when you are in business, be someone who is always running. Be ready to lead. Be ready to share with other business people. Listen to their success story. Equally listen to their failure story, so that you can run where where you are likely to fail, and you avoid that. Another thing, as I said, is what we call the government policies.
Yeah, the government policies.
The government policies are in terms of the taxation.
Yeah.
When a new tax is brought on board, try to know why and how it affects your business. Any government policy, and it has come to happen, government policies can make even some very successful business to fail.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
You should always be ready to align with the policies of the day. Equally, at least be blessed with what is happening. Happening nationally and internationally, in line with your business. I will give a case in point of the medical or the health sector.
Yeah.
Some years back, maybe about some 3-5 years back, the well-to-do Kenyans would, when they felt sick, they could airlift their people to India or other countries.
Yeah, it's true.
But right now, things are changing. With telemedicine, with improved acquisition of machineries and stuff like that, with increased training to our Kenyan people, things are changing. People are now preferring to have their medical issues attended locally.
Yeah, it's true.
And you see, if you are in the business of operating an aeroplane or those chartered planes, you now no longer have the customers that that used to be
before. Yeah.
Yeah, and now what is happening? You realize now our health facilities are getting more and more lucrative.
Yeah,
because
there's an increased demand.
Yeah, there is increased demand. So this kind of policies, when they change with them.
And now talking about increased demand, what maybe one challenge that you have faced in managing business that is in scaling operations to meet increased demands?
As much as growth is profit margins is the drive for businesses, you should also, as a business person, you should also get to know your strength in terms of when you are growing, you should control your growth. You should not grow beyond your capability.
Okay.
This has happened. It has affected a number of businesses in our country, and it's a risky thing when it's not well managed. So, going back to where we started, if we are to stick to a strategic plan of our business, normally they are done like for 5 years. So if the abnormal or the what we can call of bursting of the balloon, the business bursts, it can come at the third year. You need to sit down and look at the strategic plan and see what were your cornerstones or what were your ways of managing that. Yes.
And now, talking of that, from what you've said, for how long do you advise maybe businesses to, you're still sticking to your strategic plan that you had?
Yes.
For how long unafaa ukae ndio useme maybe it's high time, not really I stop sticking from my strategic plan, I advance my plan? For how long in the period?
Normally, they talk of, I have said a strategic plan is normally done for about 5 years.
For 5 years.
A good startup worth success, it will be known after between 3, those which are fast, 3 years to 5 years. You can tell your business is growing. But before that, don't think of changing your way of doing things.
Or opening other sources,
no. Preferably, try to stick within the confines of the business for the first 5 years, then move on.
Thank you. And their businesses, now we have addressed the business, the startups and the businesses that have been there. Yes. And now let's go back to the businesses zenye zimeanza, how to diving on the customer relation. How can businesses start building, you know, customer relation, making sure that you maintain those customers?
A very good question.
Thank you.
I will give a scenario or something we were discussing last night with my wife, relating of a certain shoe cobra. This is, you can try to imagine the work of a cobra. It's a small business, starting capital fairly little.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's a business worth, you can invest and you can grow to become a butter of your area.
Yeah.
So this one guy who who is doing his business outside a certain shop, he opens his stud, but he leaves everything unattended. He goes to manage a certain a pool table. So because the owner of the pool table requested him, do this maybe for 100 or for 200 shilling. Then my wife had another customer goes to pick their broken shoes, which they expected to have been repaired. But what excuse does the young man gives? Well, today I was not working in my business. I was attending the other business.
The pool, yeah.
Yeah. The moment you do it like that, there is no way this customer will come back to you.
Definitely, yeah.
So, irrespective of whether small or big, customer care is very paramount for business. And maybe touching from customer care to marketing, because I think the other
we'll dive after this. We'll dive.
Yeah, the other item will be marketing. The best marketing tool is not even going to come into a media station like this. Okay, it will give business. It will give business. But what, like the mainstream media does, they create awareness. Yeah. But for customers, for a customer to come and have confidence in what you are doing, the word of mouth is more weightier than the printed adverts and stuff like that. Because once you do something good for me, I will be your ambassador. Yeah. Like going forward. The next time I meet my friend and I tell, you want to give an interview on what you are doing, Mizpah TV is the place to be. You see, it's easier than you trying to call that person, because when I tell someone it's a good place and I was here, I did my interview, then it is easier to believe than imagining.
Yeah, it's true, but still on that part you may say ya media, I believe that media stations in the 2 years that you're coming, will be playing a big role.
I did not undermine them, but what I said, that customer, the repeat customer you get, a referral by a satisfied customer is like 100%. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
And now let's talk a little bit before we dive into the marketing that you said on handling. You have a business, there are good comments, na kukosangi the bad reviews. Yes. On how to handle the, the negative reviews from the customers. How do you handle that?
Okay, it is only a business which is not about to grow, which does not have that sitting or that platform to address their weaknesses. And what a business should do is you sit down, listen to your views. Don't try to defend yourself. Listen to the comments by your customers. If you can be in a position to give your feedback or an explanation why this and that happened, do that. But always admit those.
You start by admitting what the customer said.
What I mean, you don't admit, like, you are not admitting the liability, but you admit, well, it's good you have observed that, we have taken a note of that, and immediately after that, if it's something worth maybe it requires the attention of the management. The management discuss that thing, then they give the official position on that. Maybe a follow-up call to the affected customer will go a long way in instilling confidence to that customer.
Do you believe in this thing that people usually say the customer is always right, or the client is always right?
Ideally, yes.
It's true.
It is true in the sense that, as you said, right now we have so many. Let's talk of. I mean, every other sector in our country has been is equally invested. People have invested in almost every sector of our economy.
Yeah.
So if you don't give your customers what they would expect to get, they have an option to go to shop B.
Yeah, to another place.
So that's why any customer coming to your shop or coming to your stud or to your station, you are supposed to give him or her the best attention he requires, then address, if there are concerns, try to address them. But don't address them foolishly, in a manner like you are now going out of your norms. No, do it to the measure that is the standard of the company.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now let's dive a little bit into the marketing and sales area. Maybe you could share with us, for businesses, maybe the strategies and the things to consider when they are doing marketing and sales for the business, because it's one of the important things when it comes to a business.
When we come to marketing, marketing is one area which I think people have tried to study marketing, but my experience for the last 20 years that I have been into business, I wouldn't say we have one method which is superior than the other. Advertisement is very funny. You might think you are doing it the conventional way, banners, social media and stuff like that, well and good. But the best way, especially for the startups, it is you try to be innovative.
Be innovative.
Be innovative. Because marketing, as you said, you talked about almost 65% of the operational cost for companies. That is not a small budget. It's not a small percentage for startups. But you can equally be effective with very little budget. Maybe if you allow me, I can give an example of what we used to do back when we were still young. Okay, during our formative stages at Stark Institute, what we could do, because we couldn't manage like to put our print media in maybe in newspapers and stuff like that, we could get our flyers, then mapped our area of operation, and we used to work hand in hand with newspaper feeders. So the days like Sundays and Fridays, whereby the number of newspapers back then were selling, we could have our flyers slipped in the newspaper. So once you get the newspaper, you get our advert there. That by so doing, that helped us to create some awareness to our customers. But right now, the issue of, because right now almost everything, even the government is moving its activities to digital platform. A business cannot succeed without a website. A business will need a Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram, at some time, WhatsApp. WhatsApps are also quite good, especially with the timelines that we are posting every other day. Yes.
You've talked something to do with being innovative. Yes. How can businesses stay innovative and still adapt to the new industry trends?
That is very good. A very good question. I want to give an example, just the timelines. Personally, as the director of Stark Institute and Stark Driving, on a daily basis, I have to post something in my timeline. And that thing, either it is a new school in our college. It's a new concept that we are having in our college. I will always post it. And once I post it, I post the same. Our staffs will also
do the same.
It is at their liberty. Sometimes they will pick a good caption, then they share. By so doing, that is an indirect way of reaching out to your customers.
Yeah, definitely.
Then you can also, if it's you can also, let's say as a college, you can also decide to be doing like posters. Maybe like 3 posters in a week on a different area. Then there is also what we call, you can also do a blog. Like in our institute, every week we have to do a blog on different areas. And those kind of information go a long way in informing our potential customers on what we are doing and where we are headed.
I think this brings us to that point here, importance of, marketing and branding in today's world for businesses. As we get to wind up, maybe in 2 minutes, can you share with us maybe some of the cost-effective ways businesses can use to market themselves?
Yeah, well, I said it depends on where your business is located.
The location.
Yeah, the marketing tools to apply depends largely on your target population.
The target population.
Your business, what kind of business you are undertaking, and also the budget that you have. Okay.
Oh, no, sorry, continue.
So, if let's say you are a business which is targeting a wide range of people, let's say like a running institution, you might decide to do things like street advertisement. If maybe your institution is along the highway, you can do street advertisement whereby people will be able to see your presence as they drive or they move around that area. If you are in some groupings, you can now use the social media platforms and do your marketing. You can use the apps like what Facebook has, whereby you can decide the area, the radius of your network. Yeah, so the number of the methods to use for advertisement are quite many, and they depend on the business that you are doing. That's what I would say.
Wow, I love that. I believe you as a viewer out there as an inspiring person to become in the future, or you have a startup business that you're running. I'm sure when it comes into the business management, at least now you have the tips and the strategies that you can use when it comes to strategic planning, financial management, marketing and sales, and a little bit of technology and being innovative. Thank you so much, sir, for availing yourself for the show.
Thank you.
I believe that people have learned a lot. Maybe you can share maybe your contact, because you're doing with Stack Institute, and tell them as we wind up, maybe in 1 minute. Okay,
thank you very much, Ajara, for the time and hosting me. I would like to appeal to our viewers at Stack Institute at the driving school. You can come and register for various courses. We have our School of Cosmetology, driving school, ICT, we also have hospitality, and quite a number of courses. We are situated along Egerton, Joro Road, at Stack Institute Plaza, opposite Egerton University Circle, and you can reach us through our email, that is info@stackinstitute.ac.ke. We are also in Instagram at the same name, Stack Institute. We are in Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And you can also check our website, that is www.stackinstitute.ac.ke. We are also in some branches within Nakuru County. We are in Bahati. We are also in Nakuru Town along Usi Road. We are in we are in Mauche town, we are in Nice town, we are in Mount Narok, and in all those places, if you log online through our website, you'll be able to see us. Thank you very much, and you are all welcome to Stack Institute and Stack Driving School. Finally, I would like to pass my greetings to students at Stack Institute and the teaching staff, yes, and all our customers. Thank you.
Thank you so much for availing yourself, and you're looking forward to having more on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in for this segment. And as I say, Money Monday is your go-to show for financial tips, strategies to unlock your mind to build success and accumulate wealth as a business person, as an entrepreneur out there. We're going for a short break, but we'll be right back with updates of what is happening.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
Dinari Sacco is your trusted financial partner for businesses and individuals.
Okay, my name is Asela Sigowa. I run Galid.
Mimi naitwa John. Nafanya kazi ya kunyoa na kuuza malimali.
Dinari is very unique because we have various products. We have Dinari Mashinani, Dinari Jinwe. We have the Levitical part of it.
So I needed Dinari Mashinani, that is to boost the business. These are for SMEs. I applied for the loan using my savings. If you have like 10K, you're given 3 times your savings.
Dinari Mashinani, it's a product that assists the SMEs, the boda. If you're in need, maybe your stock is somewhere, you need some assistance, they have always reached to us, and we have always been there to offer financial assistance.
Malengo yangu ilikuwa niingie kwa hii sako iwe ikinisaidia kwa hii biashara yangu ya kuuza malimali. Nachukua runi huko na boost kazi yangu.
So you can always reach to us, and whenever you do an application, we go through it, and within a day we give you a feedback.
So when I went to Dinari, and their process was like, you come at 2 pap.
Mizpah House of Prayer. home for all people and denominations. A house of prayer, fasting, intercession, worship, and the prophetic word. Present pastoral care through daily fellowship services and private appointments is available. We have prayer cells and resting rooms for those who'd like to stay for a night, a week, a month, or for as long as you may need. We are located in Nakuru City, Bahati area, just 14 kilometers from Nakuru town along the Nakuru-Nyahururu highway. We are for everybody, for you, your family, the church, and the nations.
We invite you to join our online family on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and on TikTok at Mizpah TV Kenya and Mizpah House of Prayer. And now we have great news. You can watch Mizpah TV anywhere on Twitch app, which is available on Google Play Store and Apple Store. For great inspiration in worship, word and prayer, and other entertaining and encouraging programs tailored for you. Welcome to our online family.
Ninaamini tunaposiki, tunapotafuta uso wa Bwana, makusudi ya Mungu yanashuka, ulinzi wa Mungu unashuka. Wakati unaanza kuomba, mbingu inakuwa attentive kwa maombi ya watakatifu. Mbingu inakuwa attentive kwa maombi ya kile yote aombaye kwa imani.
At Mizpah House of Prayer, we value collaboration. We've worked with many of you to make a positive impact. Why partner with us? When you stretch your hand towards a divine commission, you partake in the blessing of God towards you. When you team up with God, you become Team God. Join Team God today by calling us at 0727 766 553 to learn more. Together, we can keep the fire of the altar burning.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
For this amazing segment. This is where you get to know what is happening around the world, in our country, and what is happening around the world. I'm not alone. I'm with Mr. Kemoda. Good morning.
Good morning.
You well?
I'm good.
I love this t-shirt that you have. It looks expensive.
Kudos.
Kudos.
Kudos to my wife.
Kudos to your wife.
Yeah. Yes.
And now maybe you can say hi to our viewers.
I want to say hi to all our viewers. Karibuni sana. Wacha tuangalie ni yapi yako. And also najua pia hii wiki ni wiki ya Valentine.
Wiki ya Valentine, the month of love. Can you feel that nini?
Sunaona nimeanza ku appreciate.
You've already
sasa natengeneza najipanga mapema sasa. Yes.
Ushaanza kujitayarisha.
Vizuri.
Do you know that kuna watu wataenda bankrupt after this Valentine imeisha?
No one should do that.
Uko sure?
It's just a proper, ni kujipanga tu.
Ni kujipanga.
Unajipanga tu kidogo kidogo. Kaa saizi, but I think saizi kila Mkenya ni mwalimu. Vile hash economy imefunza kila mtu. Sidhani kama kuna mtu anaweza, ukiona mtu akioverspend saizi, anafaa maybe ambio wewe hebu angalie vizuri maneno.
But people definitely watatumia pesa mahali fulani hapa na pale.
Just use it responsibly.
Responsibly. Mr. Your advice. And now what do you have for us there when it comes to what is happening?
I think now our nation kutoka saizi hadi 2027 tushaingia campaign mode.
Tulishaingia kitambo.
Officially.
Actually, even after election, still we're in the campaign mode.
Because every time in the newspaper, tunaangalia mambo ambayo yako pale. And maybe a highlight that has been here kwa gazeti la Standard and Presidential Ruto. President Ruto shapes tongue in causing a ripple across the country from branding criticism as, you know, jingine imetumika hapa. So, kwa hii gazeti la Standard tuliona our president amekuwa kivisit some of the areas.
Yeah, it's true.
Na alikuwa kule Northern Eastern, huko Garissa, kule kwote alitembea kule. Na pia tumeona akiendelea na kampeni yake ya vaccination. Actually, ilifika mahali sijui kama alikasirishwa na watu. Hadi you know, the president also directed his range are those he claims lack of necessary academic credentials to correct him. So this is what the president said. Na mkiona wale wanalalamika ni watu sijui wamesomea wapi. Si mimi niko na PhD. Si mimi naelewa nini inaendelea Kenya. Sasa mimi napata watu wako na elimu kidogo. Kidogo hapa wanajaribu kunifundisha mnanifundisha kazi gani? Kuna maneno wanatumia hapo huwezi yasoma. But ukiangalia ni ukweli. Nafikiria it's a very high time. Unajua wakati umesoma ukiwa na some knowledge then ukae sana bila kuipractice. So at least tuliona sasa alipractice that ngombe alidunga sindano. Tuna hope ingeko tag tuone kama vidungo vizuri ama what will happen.
Ama the cow is
but it's just an irony because this statement and the picture in reframe itself vizuri. But that is what has been happening during the weekend. Tumekuwa tukiona kio kule na pia tuliona pia the issue of akisema mambo ya the issue of ID kule. Ambao pia ni swala ambao limeleta mjadala in other regions of our nation because pia tuliona some of the leaders wakikama hapo wakisema now don't, you know, favor one of the regions. This should apply to all the other regions in our nation. So that is what has been highlighted here. And is also pia kwa page 4 wamejaribu kuielezea vizuri.
And again here on my page 1, that is the Daily Nation, I can see the headline is Kwaheri the Highness Aga Khan, a lifetime of service that is since 1936 to 2025. That is Prince Karim Aga Khan the 49th hereditary spiritual leader of the Shia Ismail Muslim and the founder of Aga Khan Development Network, was laid to rest yesterday in private burial ceremony in Aswan in Egypt. Aga Khan imepeana bedhe services for a long time.
Yeah.
A very, very long time. Farewell to him. What do you have for us there?
And
do you have something to add on this?
To add on it, we came now to realize some of the things that he had done after. Sababu most of the cases tumekuwa tukiona wengi ukisaidia mahali. Tuseme for example umepata kaunga kidogo, umekuja umeamua kusaidia watu huko, mapicha inajaa all over social media, unatuonesha venye umesaidia watu.
Yeah, that is what is happening.
But this family has been helping a lot of people.
Yeah,
not only in our nation, worldwide. He has been honored, that family has been honored, and we really want to say thank you so much to the family. And we are really praying that the one now who has been named will continue offering the services.
The same services. And
actually it was a very private burial.
Yeah, it's true. The private, ilikuwa private actually.
Yeah, and he was buried kule Egypt.
Yeah.
And
in Aswan.
Yeah, and his face was heading, you know, ilikuwa imedirectiwa towards River Nile. So I don't know now, maybe the meaning it.
I also don't know the meaning.
But it was something ambayo ilikuwa in a ceremony that was very special. So we want to say pole to the family.
Yeah.
But we also want to encourage them that to continue offering the help of the system that he has been doing.
Yeah.
To so many people.
What else do you have for us there?
In another interesting story, because our nation is full of so many things. Kuna smugglers ambayo walikuwa smuggled kutoka JKIA, then na wakapita, then na wakarudi. Sasa wakati walifika kule Malawi, ndio kwa julikana ya kwamba maybe they don't have proper documents. So bado mambo ya human trafficking imekuwa ikifanyika.
It is still there.
Yes, imekuwa ikifanyika. And you can find kuna some statistics ambazo hapa iko hapa. 1019 people were rescued during that. Kulikuwa na 968 walikuwa Ethiopians, Eritreans, Burundians na wengine wengi ambao walikuwa hapa. So something interesting is that unakuta kuna our staff wa kule kwa immigration. So inasemekana hapa walikuwa involved in it because walipita hapa na hiyo wakabukiwa, but wakati walifika to the other nation, that is when they were being fined that hawana proper documents. So they had to be returned back to our nation. So unaona tena wakirudishwa hapa na hapa tena ndio walipitisha waende. So it tells you a lot. And actually I'm telling you is that kama kuna moja hapa anasema alilipa 700,000 to be smuggled through JKIA.
Over 40,000.
So hii ni 700,000. Na hii ni kesi ambayo ilikuwa imefanyika kule May 2022. Na tukaona hii kesi ikienda hadi kule kwa magistrate. So it's something that has been happening. It's something that has been there.
It has been there.
So it's actually very embarrassing.
Totally embarrassing.
Especially people passing through our airport.
Yeah.
Then wanna enter to other nations. So it means that is also a breach of so many things.
Yeah, sure.
So it's something ambayo imeangaziwa hapa hivi, and it's something that needs to be dealt with because it's not something that we are proud of, especially JKIA recently tukiona tukisema isipatiwane. So we are hoping that this should be improved. And is also unajua pia ina discourage tourists ambao wanakuja pale.
Yeah, definitely. Itafanya to lose something.
The issue to do with insecurity.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Anything.
So it's something that they need to understand the nature and the essence of this. So just few people unaweza kuta maybe wanatuharibia.
Definitely. And another thing, when it comes to the county news, counties face sanctions in crackdown on unpaid bills, and contractors and suppliers face auctioneers as banks seize assets to recover loans. I think we talked about this last week Monday, right?
Yeah.
What do you have to say on that?
You see now the issue is the unstable economy inaleta vitu mingi sana.
A lot of crisis.
And actually if hata ukiangalia kwa gazeti, ukiangalia huku nyuma, I don't know kama iko nayo, utakuta kuna a lot of auctioneering ambao when happen.
Yeah.
And why does it happen? It happens because of so many reasons ambazo ziko pale. That's what utapanda kuna, you know, the bank wana claim their issues due to unpaid things. But this time zimekuwa too much.
Extra.
So we need our economy to be stable. Maybe for us now to do the balancing.
Yeah.
Na ku avoid all this, because unajua sasa wakati auction inafanywa inamaanisha sasa economically of that person or that institute definitely is going to go down, and also there is also economic loss to those who are coming now to reclaim it.
What? Yeah, it's true. Anything else, Papa?
And also during this weekend, we had a loss of Mambo Mbotela.
Yeah.
And he's one of the person, especially in the media personality, that ali evolve with so many changes in the media. Na wakati alikuwa anafanya hii matangazo, because ilikuwa kwa radio station, it was not a good time kama sahi.
Yeah.
There were so many limitations. The government was the government in place at that time ilikuwa na mambo mengi, but he persevered all through that. Let so many other things ambazo ziko pale. We want to say pole to the, you know,
our condolences
to the family, and we also hoping that you know, our government can honor what he did. Yeah, they can, if it's possible, they can give him a state burial.
Yeah.
Because he really deserves it. Because I was reading some of you know, ile matangazo ambayo inaletwa pale, and the history ilikuwa inasema he was in the center of the coup, because an information came akatangaza that the government now is under the hands of the military and so forth. Then an hour later, now the president and akakuja na another information, akamwambia retrieve that information, tell the people that the government is in charge, everything is under control. So you can imagine the pressure
yenye alikuwa nayo,
because pia ambao walikuwa wamemletea ile information ya kwanza hawezi kuwa tu ni watu hivyo.
They knew what they were saying.
Sasa pia nao pia ambao walikuja nao na the second information ni kama tu sasa hapa wakati tunafanya matangazo, waingie shikeni hii, tangazeni hivi, then baadaye tena shikeni hii tena changeni. So you can imagine that kind of pressure to him. It's not that possible. So it's something that we are really also requesting for him to be given that respect.
Yeah, the respect that he deserves.
Yeah, through so many things, through so many intervention, and I think now after that ali aspire watu wengi sana. So many radio stations were, you know, were opened, na sasa alionyesha watu muhimu ya kufanya. Then he was also a very good person. He was a very good mentor. Ali mentor so many other people. So ambao tunaona wako pia kwa
in the media, doing magic out there. And when it comes to businesses, theft. Yeah, Kenya Power bado energy theft of electricity worsening matters for utility companies. Kenya Power system losses at new high on aging grid, and wanasema electricity losses by Kenya Power rose to 23.6% in December 2024 from 23.16% in June, the highest level in at least a year, capturing struggles to plug leaks that deny far millions of shillings in potential revenue. And to add on that, system losses refer to difference between electricity bought from producers and what is sold to customers, and are expressed as a percentage of net units hazifanani. This is Kenya.
You see, there was a change of the system. I remember walikuwa nasema to update our system.
What they changed?
Yeah, the system ilichangewa because ulikuwa unatumia the, what do you call it, the update. Especially now kama umelipa hiyo mita, you know, the token ambao unatumia pale. So unatumia una update. So it means that they changed the system. Because I remember hata you know, wale vendors ambao tulikuwa tunalipa ni tofauti sana. Because kama saizi walisema tulipa direct, because kitambo kulikuwa na another vendor tulikuwa tunalipa. They na submit now to the Kenya Power.
To the Kenya Power.
So wakarudi wakasema no tutakuwa tunalipa direct and so forth. But sometimes they vary.
They vary.
Because sazini unanunua token, sema for example ni 100, unakuta sazini wanakupatia 5. Sazini unanunua wanakupatia 4.
Why?
So unakuta mtu mwingine anasema nilinunua ya 500 na pata token ziko tofauti leo na kesho. I don't know why na hatujaipatia hizo tariffs when they change.
Why they change? They have never explained.
Yeah, because it's very unfortunate because if for example wewe umejifix unajua
budget
nililipa ya 100 na ni 5 units. Then leo nilipe iniletee 4. Inamaanisha hapo unaona kuna ka unit kamoja and also is also a price. So why kwa nini ina fluctuate? It should be maybe kama ni ya 50, this is the unit inakuwa standard. Kama ni 100, this is the unit and it should be maybe in that standard. So also kwa hiyo system pia wanafaa waangalie vizuri because kama zina vary hivyo inamaanisha pia kuna some losses ambazo zinaingilia pale. Because also it tells you that also the usage, although anasemaga the usage ni wewe, but kwa nini unakuta wakati pengine hutumii but unakuta ina reduce. So this is something that they need also to look upon.
And to be explaining to people, at least ukijua leo nimelipa hii, it has not worked the way I expected because of this and that.
And also it should encourage people because the challenge we're having is the monopoly kwa mambo na electricity. We only have one company and I remember Kenya Power. Na unajua Kenya Power ndio wana supply because now tuko na wale wengine ambao sasa wana generate that electricity then wanapatia Kenya Power ambao wana supply. Na kuna motion ilikuwa imekuja, why don't you open up for other companies also to come? Kama vile tuko na za internet ziko all over. Why don't you allow also other companies to come and also wapatie tender ku supply the electricity? Maybe inaweza improve kwa sababu wakati kuna competition kila mtu anataka ku improve the standard ya maintain the customer. Standard. But sasa hapa huwa hata ukiona transformer ikinini they take too long.
Even a week to come and sort that.
Take a week.
And maybe there is a hospital around.
Yeah, there is a hospital hata kwa biashara because unakuta watu wanaenda losses because kama kuna product ambazo unaweka kwa fridge na hakuna electricity inamaanisha that is a loss that you're going to encounter there.
Ama tufungue kampuni yetu yake. We give it a name to be giving them competition.
Isn't that the challenge is the regulations ambazo ziko pale? It has not been open up. It needs to be open up. Kama sasa vile sasa I remember kitambo kulikuwa if I can remember very well kulikuwa na Cancel then came to Zain. Then all over hapo Safaricom ikaingilia na competition ikaanza. Yeah, so and to some other nations pia tumekuwa tukiona kuna hiyo na unaona they really enjoying because kama leo kama Kenya Power amenichokesha ninaweka kana nachukua kampuni nyingine the same way, so hiyo itaweza kuimprove. That's why now we are saying that some of these things they need to be addressed very well because also they need to understand that the issue electricity sasa imekuwa a very basic necessity.
And like watu wanafaa wapigwe compare proper so that they can raise their standards. Wakisikia leo steam imeharibika mahali, they are there.
So I don't know now how they need to do something about it, and some of these services because now zina involve the government directly. They should make sure that hata sisi tuna enjoy.
Kitambo alikuwa anaita tabia lakini I think acha niseme waliacha. Transformer ikiharibika they tell you to you pay maybe let's say 5,000, hiyo ni transport na time yao ya kuja watengeneze.
Yeah, kitambo ilikuwa hivyo.
Yeah.
But nowadays hawasemi hivyo, but you also feel the pain.
The pain at time pia hiyo inachukua kukuja.
Because unaweza kosa kuitisha kitu but it take too long.
Yeah. So hakuna difference ya kuitishwa pesa na wakuja immediately and then staying.
Exactly. Saa zingine kuna kuwa na upepo unakuta waya zimeshikana.
Yeah.
So it's something very simple. Si mnaenda pale mnazima zile vitu mnakuja mnatoa, but it takes too long. Lazima mpige simu, sijui muambie nini, so many other crafty stories. Wengine pia wanangojea ndio wakuje weekend. Ndio ama saa zingine wanangojea ka overtime pale. Ndio some of those crafty issues. I think it's also very high time that those people who are also involved just do your work very well.
Ebu tuambie ukiwa pale nje, Kenya Power wamekuaffect kiaje? How have you been affected by Kenya Power and what would you love them to improve? Because I know say electricity is like a necessity to every home. Talk to us on 0799200100. Well, we're going for a short break, but we'll be right back to make sure that you stay updated of what is happening around our country, outside our country, and also around you. Stay tuned.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
We invite you to join our online family on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and on TikTok at Mizpah TV Kenya and Mizpah House of Prayer. And now we have great news. You can watch Mizpah TV anywhere on Twitch app, which is available on Google Play Store and Apple Store. For great inspiration in worship, word and prayer, and other entertaining and encouraging programs tailored for you. Welcome to our online family.
No matter where you are, no matter what you have gone through, you are still strong.
We are here to pray with you and for you.
For there is hope for a tree that is cut.
We are here to be a light and a beam of hope in your family and career life.
Join me, Pastor Peter Iregi,
Dennis Ole Jesus Kimani every Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday,
6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
as we stand in the gap in prayer for you.
This is Beam of Hope,
where we keep hope alive.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
Welcome back for this amazing segment where we make sure that you stay updated as a viewer of what is happening around you, around our country, that is in all areas: health, education, the government, and the current affairs outside and inside our country. Well, I'm not back alone, I'm back with Kemodo. We are back.
Yeah, we are back.
Mambo ni mengi yanayojiri, yanayotokea.
Mambo ni mengi.
Mambo ni mengi.
Na tulienda break, kuna hiyo bado tu iko.
Kuna hiyo tu ya Steve. And that's why we have asked you as a mtazamaji. Talk to us, tuambie Steve imekuwa affect aje pale nje. How do you think Kenya Power are running things? Na tuambie wamekuwa affect aje pale nje. Ni tokens unalipia azifanye venye ulikuwa umepangia, you know. Unajikuta uko kwa giza, tuambie pale nje Kenya Power imekuwa affect aje. What do you think? Tuanze Kenya Power yetu na Kemodo hapa ama
acha hiyo tungoje maoni
ya watazamaji,
alafu tuone ni aje.
And what has been happening, that is I can see here imeandikwa how court ruling affects Ruto's agenda in the house, and they are saying that there will be several changes unless the speaker gets to order. The court to appeal lawyer Kanjama observes, and they're saying that the government business in the National Assembly will be likely to be affected after the High Court nullified President William Ruto's Kenya Kwanza as the majority coalition in the House unless a stay execution is granted by the court appeal. But they do know that's true.
Unajua wakati speaker in 2022 ali declared that the KK government the majority, it raises a lot of questions. Because kuna kitu tunakuwa na pre-coalition na post-coalition. So kuna yale makubaliano yalikuwa na kati ya Azimio na the other affiliated parties. Ya kwamba sisi tumeungana na Azimio to gather votes tuweze join the government. Then after that, sasa kunakuwa na ile sasa after baadaye, sasa unakuta bado sasa kuna mrengo mwingine ambao umetoka sasa hapa, umeingia upande wa government. So ile kitu ambao huwa inaangalia ni wakati after voting ile direction ilikuweko ni gani. Na kulikuwa na lot of issues kwa sababu Azimio ndio ilikuwa na wabunge wengi.
Yeah, it's true.
So kukakuwa na hiyo delay nini wengine wakavrutwa wakaenda wapi now to join the government. So finally now the High Court now sasa last week ndio ikasema now the Azimio coalition ndio ilikuwa ndio inafaa kuwe the majority. So that decision now sasa imeaffect 2 years. Unajua sasa hiyo imekuwa delay. So inamaanisha that kutakuwa na so many other changes that's going to be there. Inamaanisha pia the majority leader atachangiwa, kutakuwa na changes in some of the committees, kutakuwa pia na change now the minority leader ambao atakuwa pale. So kuna hizo changes ambazo zitakuweko pale. Now the effect ambayo imekuwa pale is that wakati the KK government ilikuwa the majority, waliweza kupass so many other things.
Ni ukweli.
Because kama ingekuwa the other way around, inamaanisha hao ambao ni walio wengi wangekuwa nakataana.
Ni kweli.
Na yale makubaliano
lakini hakuna balance
yale mambo ambayo yako pale.
Yeah.
So and also the other ruling is that the same parliament was also declared ambayo haijamit the one third gender rule. The same parliament.
The same parliament.
So unakuta kuna a lot of unconstitutional laws, unconstitutional things. Hadi wanasema now this parliament imekuwa kipisha vitu unconstitutionally. Hadi sasa watu wanasema basi kama ni hivyo basi haikuwa well constituted hadi decisions zenye walisema kama kuimpeach even the deputy governor, the deputy president ambaye alikuweko. So kuna hizo changes ambazo zimekuwa pale and sometimes is that we are also very happy to see that the court inatusaidia interpret and also to exercise very well of our constitution. But now the issue is, now will this be implemented with this hii itafanya kazi? Because najua ni high court ilisema hivyo, maybe wanaweza taka maybe sasa kuenda kusikizwa pale kwa the supreme, so bado unaona itachukua muda pale
another time again kitambo wapi bado
but it's also very funny because all these changes zinafanyika wakati pia sasa tumeanza some of these politics zimeanza, because sasa inamaanisha sasa kama Azimio sasa ndio imeambia sasa nyinyi sasa ndio wenye bunge sahi, wakati kwanza mambo imeharibika
yeah.
So unaona it's something ambayo it's very tricky saizi. Wakati mambo yameharibika hiki tukumbi hata ilikuwa yenye chukueni. So the blame game itaenda upande gani?
Yeah.
So it's also something else. Maybe they might enjoy, they might do that and that, but they really need to see now the effect of it, the advantages, and also pia the timing.
The timing itself.
Yes.
That is what is happening in our country side. What do you have for us there?
We also had another story that what happened in Kenyatta National Hospital where tuliona a patient aliwawa pale and you know kitu ambayo ilifanyika during the other week, na pia tunaona hapa imeangaziwa sana and the other thing is that the hospital itself walikuwa wamesema that the patient ambaye alikuwa amekufa alikuwa ameadmitiwa in a psychiatrist, that is a ward, but the family ikakuja ikakatana na mambo hayo, akasema yeye hakuwa hapo, alikuwa kwa ward nyingine. So there are so many issues ambazo zina raise because this patient alipatikana ameuawa in a hospital.
Yeah.
Na pia tunaona hapa the hospital pia wanasema yule ambaye alifanya hivyo alitupa hiyo kisu you know huko kwa dirisha hospitali. But the issue is that kuna issue na CCTV. Tuliona kuna kisanga pia ilikuwa imefanyika over doctor hapa Nakuru ambaye aliuawa. Kwenda kuangalia CCTV hazifanyi kazi. So the same case ambayo pia inafanyika hapa because the CCTV inafai to assist tujue ukweli wa mambo ilikuwa wapi.
What has happened?
Yeah. Then if this patient alikuwa transferred from this ward, was this communication done to the family? At the same time, it doesn't matter where the ward was ama ikuwa wapi, then the security of the patient ambao wako pale, how is the hospital going to guarantee that security? Because the family inasema we took our patient to that hospital because we knew kuna enough security, we had confidence in the hospital, but huyu sasa hata ile ugonjwa ambayo ilimpeleka pale si hiyo imefanya aage, because wanasema hapa bado alikuwa anaonesha signs of trying to recover. So unaona ina raise a lot of questions, and it's something that is very serious, especially we are not saying that it's supposed to happen anywhere else, but we are saying especially in one of our major biggest hospital in our nation.
And hapa anasema that on Sunday they confirmed that the doctor that was in charge of that before the patient died. So yeye atakuwa answerable ama what is going to happen?
But it's very unfair because in a way vile hospitali zetu zimetengenezwa the doctor akwagi hapo.
Yeah.
So unaweza kuta huyu doctor ndiye ako kwa hii ward, ako kwa hii ward, ako kwa hii ward. But there are other people who are supposed to be, because always niambia the hospital inakaa even 30 minutes without either a cleaner or either a nurse or any other person kuja kuangalia. So it means that hapo kuna something ambayo inafaa. Kama wako understaff, kama wako understaff, they should do that requisition, waseme we are understaffed, we need some more staff, na waongezewe. So it's something that they know. Easy time maybe ya kurusha the blame game, that they should come up with a plan to show us the solution and to admit, yes, this happened, we acknowledge it, but this is the solution that we are going to give. Otherwise, the blame game haitasaidia.
Other stories? Do you have other stories there?
The other story is that the former president hapa sasa kwanza imeleta vizuri. Uhuru rose back, but how will his return influence the 2027 election? After a very long time, watu walikuwa wameuliza the former president alienda wapi. Wakati alijitokeza tu somewhere in a barrio, ikavurumusha mambo mengi sana.
Everything.
So saizi wamekuwa akimfuata kila mahali anaenda.
Yeah.
Wanataka kusikia anatoa.
What he has to say.
Anataka kusema ni hata remember ile siku ambayo alikuwa na address the Gen Zs wa familia yake ya kwamba they should need to come out and fight for this leadership. Hiyo kitu ilichukuliwa kama alikuwa na address the Gen Z wa
Kenya.
Yeah.
And but though I know there are Gen Zs who are going to take what he said na si wao walikuwa wanaambia.
So actually hapa pia gazeti inaangalia how his effect itafanyika kwa 2027 and also tunaona pia ya kwamba wamekuwa pia wakiangalia sana na kuangalia mambo ambayo wamekuwa kufanya na pia kama hapo wanaangazia wanasema kama kulikuwa na Jubilee neck party ambao wali-unveil na wakasema that the Fred Matiang'i ndio atakuwa flag bearer pale na so ukiangalia hapa wanamfuatilia sana kujaribu kuangalia ni mambo ngapi ambayo anafanya, especially kama saizi kutakuwa na mkutano kati ya yeye na Kalonzo na inafikiria na pia Raila Odinga kwa sababu ya the new changes ambayo imefanyika pale parliament, because hao ndio now the bigger key alignment wa Azimio. So kuna mambo mengi sana ambayo yanaangalia pale and it's actually now watu wanaanza kukumbuka yale maneno ambayo alisema kitambo. Sasa ndio watu wanaanza kufanya nini. So gazeti inaelezea pale na inajaribu kuelezea the effect ambayo atakuwa nayo and the weight it carries towards the 2027 general elections.
And on other stories, doctors face that is 1 million fine, prison term over negligence. Medical staff face doctors and medical staff face a 1 million shilling fine or 2 years in prison if they willfully or negligently cause any harm to patient. No, should MPs enact the new law into bill? What do you think out there? Should this be passed? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think even they need to ask us if they should be passed.
It's something that
it's called a commitment of allegiance, because in any work ambao unapatiwa you have to commit yourself to do something. The police, the teachers, the doctors, even here and every other person kuna ile kitu ambao unaambiwa unafaa ufanye. So the doctors ni mambo ambayo it deals with the life of people. So it's something that needs to be considered.
Kwa hivyo you're just saying definitely from your statement it's a yes.
To me, that is to me. And also at the same time, the people that we are asking, because these doctors wako, wanafanya kazi wapi? Because the parliament ambao tunawauliza where they go, those issues already zinakuwa implemented because they don't go to the public hospitals. Si wanaenda kwa private hospitals na zile kubwa. So na hii hai-apply kwa hizo because the private hospitals kuna hiyo commitment ambayo utasema.
Definitely,
So inamaanisha kuna loophole to our public hospitals. So it's something that they need to look upon.
So ukiwa mpenda mtazamaji pale nje, what do you think? Would love to hear. Is it a yes or a no? Another stories?
Bado watu wanaumia na mambo ya President Trump. Trump aid freeze. Kuna hiyo effect. Kuna hiyo effect ambayo iko hapa.
It's hitting hard than we expected.
And we can see that not only in our nation, also in so many other nations.
Actually, I think African countries.
Yes. The African countries. Ndio wamekuwa the most affected. Because we rely sana na this help and the challenge thing is that pia tuliona actually also our former president akiambia watu kwa nini mnalalamika,
why are you complaining? It's
this
not
is
your money.
Yes.
It's not your you have not worked for that money.
It is. In fact, hata ukiangalia hii you said inakuwa imeandikwa from the American people. Inakuwa kuna hiyo tag inakuwa imeandikwa pale. So it is their money. So they have their rights on how to manage it, how to deal with it.
Yeah.
And actually tuko tunaona Trump na wale ambao ni advisors wake walikuwa nasema kumekuwa na loopholes ambazo zimekuwa pale. There are cartels, there are people now who are trying to misuse this money.
Yeah.
And surprisingly ukiangalia inakuwa ni kweli. Because how come kama saizi unakuta kama kulikuwa na I think 81 billion shillings ambayo ile piano from I think 2024 2023 to hadi saizi.
Yeah, and you have not seen the impact.
And yet we can see that our hospitals on a cry, there are no drugs, there are no anything. Wakati pesa
ilishatolewa, yeah.
So saizi hawafai pia kulalamika kwa sababu alishapewa huyo msaada. So I think is also something that our leaders, they need to look upon. They need also to change. Is also a way of now trying to see the capabilities that we have within ourselves na pia sisi tuweze kuimprove, tuache kushinda tukitegemea pia msaada kule.
But I think Trump is looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants, you know, the African countries to be dependent and grow, stop kutegemea them. And another thing, hiyo story ya pesa kutofikia their intended places. Yes. That's another thing yenye nafanya maybe afikirie hivyo, but I think now it's high time, as Uhuru alisema, you know, we stand out as our country, find solutions, we stop complaining.
But the fact remains, it is their money.
It is their money. Am I Kenyans? You want us to be given that money? What's your view on that? And another story is ODM says that when I say ODM is not in the government, says Nyongo. And say interim party leader says what the outfit has done happens across the world, including Britain and the United States of America. And they are saying that they are not in the government. So what do you have to say on that, Kemodo?
Especially the ODM wamekuwa in a paradox so much because they are okay, we understand that is their stand, but there are some of the people who are in their party ambao wako in government. They have been quiet for so long. How come sasa juzi ndio walijitokeza after the court ruling?
Alafu anasema, I've always told my people that the party can have relations at various levels. It doesn't mean that because you're in opposition, you cannot agree on certain issues. Alafu anasema, always head over ears. That is very strong and rooted like what is this? Mimosa tree.
Hiyo kizungu nayo ni kubwa.
Like mimosa tree. Only team yenye wameambia hivyo that they can be the majority. The time now these stories zinaanza kuchipuka.
You see what happened is that walikuwa quiet
Yeah.
Na tunajua okay, the ODM in Azimio wako pia na a very big share in it So nafikiria maybe waliona wata lose you know, they are bargaining power now due to the changes ambayo imefanyika hapa and that's why nasema kwa nini wame come up saizi, just try to differentiate what they are saying and also tulikuwa tumeona the Secretary General wa ODM, that is Edwin Sifuna, amekuwa akikama out clearly na hao wenyewe ndio wamekuwa kimpiga.
Ni ukweli hiyo.
Because of yeye amekuwa na msimamo ya kwamba not all of us are in that government, but the stand of the party is not. So amekuwa kimpiga, you stop doing the blah blah and those kind of things. But wakati court ruling ilikuja, sasa ndio wameanza kusema no, the ODM hatuko in government, and yet we know they are in government.
Yet we know they in
yes, we know they in government.
Wako.
Because tuliona their party leader ndiye aliwapeleka.
And they have been given jobs actually.
So
wale wenye walikuwa wanaongea sasa they are not talking.
Sasa hapo kuna kakitu ambayo tunaiona.
Yeah, there's something there. Yes. And still on the same when it comes to the government itself, Kalonzo said that Ruto's plot to import voters raised 2027 election and sema it will fail. Sema the way Kalonzo Musyoka has alleged sinister plot the government to import voters, na anasema that this is a desperate attempt. And anasema it will not happen. Personally, I don't know if that is true. I've not heard about it, but I don't know if that's true. Kabete, what do you think about that?
Just leave it to the viewers.
Tuachie watazamaji watuambie.
Wacha wengine tuwaachie kidogo.
Tuachie kidogo. On other stories?
In other stories pia tulikuwa tumeona kuna governor wa Bomete ambaye alikuwa his offices was raided by the EACC na akakuja akaletwa hadi hapa Nakuru kwa the headquarters za DCI na pia inasemekana kulikuwa na fraud issues ya 1.45 billion.
That's quite a lot of
suppliers
money.
And contractors. So kuna hiyo kesi ambayo ilikuwa pale na tuliona kwamba wakati alikuja akapelekwa pale akaandikisha statement then akakuwa released. But unaona the money in question is 1.4 billion. So I think that's why now unaona kama President Trump akiangalia vitu kama hizi anaona some of these nations they already have enough, because this is one county that we are speaking of 1.45 billion shillings ambayo it is in suspect. Ndio inakusudia kwamba maybe ilipotea, ndio wanajaribu kuangalia kama ni kweli ama si kweli.
The fact that ndio wanajaribu.
Yes. So and that's why we are saying is that it also high time that we also now try to utilize what you have been given, because this is one county. What about the rest of the other counties ambazo ziko pale and so many other money ambayo imekuwa kipatiano pale. So it's something ambayo ilifanyika pale. We are hoping that we are going to see, but EACC wamekuwa kufanya kazi yao mzuri. Wanasema ilipotea, but from there unakuta the other offices ama the other arms that are supposed to work in hand hawatekelezi yale ambayo yako pale. Yeah.
Another thing there, maybe as we wind up, what do you have for us?
We can also see now the CBK. The CBK is also trying to tell us that the analyst says that shillings to remain stable despite Trump aid cut. So that is a 56.8 billion you said budget for programs for Kenya in 2023. So ukiangalia unaona budget ya Kenya ambayo ilikuwa imekusudia na hiyo msaada 56.6 billion.
That is a lot.
That is the budget that was planned in 2023.
2023.
Yes. So wakati hii mambo inafanyika lazima tuangalie kama hii pesa ilitumika namna gani. Has it been utilized? What positive effect has it brought ndio tuagize zingine? So I think now that's why we are saying that ni vizuri wacha kwanza isimamishwe hadi tuone
to learn the lesson.
Yes, because kuna some of the NGOs ambao wamekuwa kuhusika, kuna some of the government agencies zimekuwa zikihusika hapa, and it's a lot of money. So the CBK is saying that the shilling is going to be stable. So we are yet to see about that.
The shilling is yet to be stable.
We are going to see about that, because we all know the dollar instability vile huwa inafanya mambo.
Yeah. In the letters of the day, I can see they're saying that Ruto Isiolo incident was embarrassing. That's one thing. And still they're saying that students need good advice on courses. But they do know that's true. That's true. What wanafanya courses to do the courses? No, because they have an understanding of what they're doing. And I think that's why watu wachia maybe katikati. Ama what do you have to say on that?
It all depends now with the outcome of it.
The outcome of?
Because what they see.
What they see?
Because I heard somebody saying that tajikaza tu, hata kama ninaona wenzangu wengine wameshamaliza na hata hawajapata kazi yoyote.
Nitajikaza.
So inakuambia huyo mtu hata akienda pale atasoma tu just apite hiyo ndiye akuwe na the requirements that are needed maybe to help him or her to pass somewhere else. But will that knowledge be applied somewhere correctly? Because kama ni mtu ambaye amesomea, tuseme kama ni stima, una expect huyo mtu hiyo knowledge ambayo ako nayo atakuja kuimplement. Lakini sasa akienda tu shule just asome for the sake of it, then aenda ile corruption ambayo tunakuwa na pitisho pale. That's maybe ama watu watoke ni hao ambao tunaona nini hapa hivi.
Watu watoke,
pengine mtu alienda tu akasoma akapitisho pale, alafu maybe sasa kwa configuration akosa kuweka vizuri.
Sasa toke ninakataa kufanya.
These are some of the effects. Ama unaona mtu pengine maybe anakimbilia kakosi kama catering, ndio akimbia haraka pale hivyo. Then unakuta baada ya mtu weke zinaitwa spices fulani anaweka anachanganya nyingine, unakuta kuna hiyo mambo kama ambayo inafanyika pale.
Hiyo toke nimekuma. It seems it has caused great damage. And that's why we are asking you. Still Kenya power affect pale inje aje, especially pale kwa tokens. And that's why you're saying talk to us on 0799200100. The last stories you get lined up. You have something for us?
Is also pia tuliona kuna summit ya the African leaders ambao walikutana just to try to see the issue of DRC Congo. And we are really praying that these leaders, because they are the head of states ambao wako hapa, they should come up with something, because it's very painful. Because tunaona pila kwa social media, tunaona vile watu wanaafa, you know, watu kama 200 unakuta wamekufa kwa field kule kwingine. It's something that is not right. Because these forces, they need to come up together, because hata mkiwa watu wote mbaki nyinyi peke yenu, what will you benefit with? So we also saying that they should also be human enough to know that even if there is interest, because kuna interest ya watu fulani ambayo inafanya wengine wanaumia. So it's something that they need to look up on. At the same time, we are really praying for this nation. Mungu asaidie kukuwe na peace.
Yeah, and that is what we have for you on updates of what has been happening around you, around our country, in different departments and outside our country. As we get to wind up, Kemoto, what do you have to tell our viewers?
So we want to tell our viewers wakuwe na wiki njema, yenye baraka. And vile tulisema, just as you prepare yourself, just prepare yourself responsibly.
Wow. Yeah. For Valentine.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for creating your time to tune in here for Money Monday. Personally, I appreciate you, and thank you so much. I believe that Pali Inje, you have learned today, since you know Money Monday is your go show for financial tips, strategies to unlock our mind, to build wealth and success. Maybe you're an investor, Pali Inje, you're a business person, you are an entrepreneur. Are you out there as a young person, you aspire to become a great investor in the future, great entrepreneur in the future? This is the right show for you. I believe when it comes to business management, you have learned a lot when it comes to strategic planning, financial management, marketing and sales, and risk on some businesses. I believe that you have got to learn a lot. Well, my name is Angela Kabete, and as you kickstart your Monday with all the tips that you have given you on here on Money Monday, I believe that your week is going to be productive and rewarding. Till next time, God bless you abundantly. Have a productive week ahead.